Hi, everyone. I'm Charlene Shirk. I'm your host today of Marketing Champions, where we speak to some of the most innovative thinkers in the marketing space. And joining us today is Richard Cuff with CTI Marketing. Richard, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So share us, what is it you're doing over there at CTI Marketing?
We are helping entrepreneurs take their idea from up here to out there.
That sounds simple enough, but there are so many steps that you need to take in order to be able to do that. And sometimes those steps need to be taken in a particular order. So walk us through how you help your clients achieve success.
The first thing is to always think of, as a marketing consultant, we always have to think that we've got to go in the direction that the client is already going, even if it's the wrong direction. And you can't make them stop on a dime and turn around. Oftentimes, the client is only thinking about sales, but they probably missed the foundation of sales, marketing, accounting, and customer service. My focus is to bring balance, at the very least, to get them to focus on sales and marketing.
All right, well, this is Marketing Champions. So let's break down when you're sitting down with a client. What are you sharing with them about marketing? What are you breaking down? Because in all fairness, folks who are starting a business don't always have a marketing degree. This is not their sweet spot.
No, let me tell you, I meet people who actually have marketing degrees, and they can't tell you the difference between marketing, advertising, public relations, and sales. So I teach that marketing is a process. It's like pushing a shopping cart through the grocery store. The moment you stop pushing it, the cart stops moving. That's why McDonald's is always marketing. But advertising is an event, like a lightning bolt hitting a tree. If you happen to be looking that way when the lightning hits over here, you miss it. So you have to have a lot of lightning bolts. So that means your advertising, whether it's digital or billboards or whatever, you have to be all over the place, because the chances are they're not going to see your advertising. Now, public relations, though, is an extension of everything. So if you can understand process, events, and then the extension, you can be successful, and you can know at the very least when you need to talk to a marketing professional or when you need to talk to an advertising professional.
Now, Richard, folks walk in the door and they have this much budget, and you just kind of cut up that pie into many pieces. So I know that that's one of the biggest questions they have. I only have so much budget. Where do I spend most of that budget?
Well, stop thinking about spending and start thinking about messaging. Nothing told is nothing sold. So the number one tool that you have to market your business is this, or a t-shirt with your logo on it, or something where you're giving that message, and just begin with what you have right now. And then what will happen is, as your sales increase, your ability to market more will increase. But marketing should have nothing to do with the amount of money you spend.
And talk to me about, everybody wants to know, there's so much noise. There's so much going on. How do you cut through the noise and be a standout with your product or your service?
Talk to one person at a time. There's always only one person that is ideal to hear your message. Even when you walk into a room, think about networking. There's 15,000 people in that room. It's a waste of time to hand out a business card to everybody. You have to be able to identify the one person that is there to hear your message. So if you sell tires, you're not going to talk to a person that needs their car painted. You're going to identify the person that looks like they might need a tire. Start there.
Now let's talk about managing expectations, because everybody, the minute they start marketing, public relations, advertising, digital, anything, they want to see those results tomorrow. How do you manage those expectations?
I take them, like, think about, you might want to make a sandwich, right? And you plant tomatoes and you want tomatoes on that sandwich. Well, you're not going to plant a tomato seed and then to the very next moment make a tomato sandwich.
We know that, but how do you convince the business owner of that? The
number one is get them to get to the point to where they're looking at data, right? A balance sheet, income statement. Those things don't lie. And if you can see that last quarter you made $700 or $700,000 and your goal is to make $1 million, the answer to what you have to do is whatever you did to make that 7 compared to when you had 5. And if you look at those numbers will help you. But that ties back into the accounting. But it all weaves together.
And now with digital and marketing online, there's data everywhere. And you need to, and if you don't know the data, you need to find somebody like Richard who can walk you through and how to read the data. And Richard, we're out of time though. So I know, please come back again. You've got such great information. Nothing told
is nothing sold.
There you go. We're going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Charlene Shirk, your host of Marketing Champions Today. And if you'd like to learn more about what Richard is doing at CTI Marketing, you can start by checking him out on dailyadbrief.com. Well, that's going to do it for us today, and we look forward to learning something new with you next time.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.